This is Christina here from Christina Articulates, and today we're starting with the first of a couple of videos that I have coming up of what I got for Christmas. I'm not going to do like a whole haul of what I got for Christmas, I don't think, unless anybody wants to see some of the other stuff that I got. And if you do, let me know down below and I can absolutely go through some of the other things that I got. But of course, what I'm going to do first is I'm definitely going to show you the dolls that I got for Christmas. And I got 3 dolls for Christmas, and then I bought a few in Boxing Day sales. And I don't know if those of you that are American, Boxing Day is kind of like our Black Friday up here in Canada. It's the day after Christmas, and stores have pretty good sales. So I did pick up a few things, and I actually got myself 1 doll before Christmas that I'm kind of counting as a Christmas gift to myself, I guess. But without further ado, I'm just going to grab one off my table here. We're going to get started. They're actually already out of the boxes because I was excited on Christmas morning and I unboxed everything with before I did these videos. But if you take a look down below in the description bar, there'll be a link to my blog post, and I did take photos of the boxes before I opened them. So there will be photos there. And I'm actually going to start with the doll that my mom got me, which is Vandala Dubloons from the new Haunted line. I'm super excited. She's currently the only Haunted doll that I have because they sold out really fast at my local Toys R Us and they haven't come back in yet. And she was the only one I was able to grab. But here she is. Get a bit of a look at her. And I think maybe I'm just going to try, we're just going to go through, I think, this way. We're going to see what that looks like. So she's really beautiful. And let's look at her accessories first so I can just get that out of the way. So first thing is her purse, which is this really cool anchor design with like, oops, with like seaweed hanging off of it and like the skullet with the eye patch and the chain here. Super cool. I really like this. And then she has this really cool stand, which is made of like twisted chain and it's kind of see-through. What I think is cool is that it's made for her to hover, so you can kind of clip it into a couple places. And it holds like just underneath like her ribs, and then she can float, which is really neat. And then here's Vandala herself. So of course she has this like beautiful like teal hair with I think it is just white or like kind of like a creamy shade throughout. And she has this great big clear peach colored hat on, which is plastic tied onto her head. And I may leave it plastic tied into her head. I'm not sure. I'm kind of afraid that it won't sit quite right if I take that off, but we'll see. And her skin tone is this really neat, like milky, I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but it's kind of like milky and not quite transparent, but it's definitely like there's like a glow to it, which is really cool. And her eyes are really painted like really softly, so they definitely look super ghostly. And I really, really like that. I think she's beautiful. And then she has big fishhook earrings, which are really neat, of course. And worth noting, her hair is pretty crunchy. The biggest reason to take her hat off would be so that I could like really give her hair a good wash because it's kind of icky. But that's not unusual. And then clothing wise, she has a lot going on. She's got this big pink like plastic overpiece that has like the chains flowing down, and it looks like it's got like little like fringe as if she were like a sea captain, right? Like those like epaulets, kind of like that, only obviously pink and a little bit monstrified. And then she has like flowy sheer sleeves. They're black like tulle with like a pink pattern on them. And then the dress itself is this cool like again, it's like a teal, kind of like a light aqua color with like teal and pink and black and white pattern. And it's all like, there's like ship wheels and tentacles, like sea monsters. And I think there's like boats and stuff in there. It's a lot going on. And then there's more of that black pattern tulle underneath, which has like nets and hearts and stuff on it, which is really, really, really cool. And it's all kind of like asymmetrical and like flowy and, you know, so when she's floating, it would be like kind of beautiful, right? Very cool. And then moving on down, we of course have her peg leg, which is super cool. It's like a peachy kind of color with all this like beautiful engraving on it. And the back of the heel is like the figurehead on a ship, And it's very cool. And of course it does come off just like the Create a Monster legs. I think this is so cool. I mean, we're always talking about how diverse Monster High is, right? And you don't get much more diverse than peg leg. I like that. And then her other shoe is aqua turquoise, bright color with gold paint on the back here because it is like a treasure chest spilling open, like all the jewels and stuff spilling out of it, which is cool. So I actually kind of like that her peg leg is carved to be different than like the shoe that she would wear. I think that that's neat. And I hope that there's like future Vandala like fashion packs or dolls or whatever that come with like interchangeable peg legs. I think that would be amazing. Yeah, and oh, and her last accessory here is this gray bracelet. And I'm not really sure what it's like. There's chain detailing and some rope maybe. I'm not really sure. But that is Vandala Dubloons, and I don't know if you've seen like the haunted trailer, but I think she looks pretty funny, and I love her pet cuttlefish eye. So I'm excited to see the movie, and I'm super excited to get more of these haunted dolls because I think Vandala is beautiful, and I really like the look of River and Kiyomi especially. I'm not sure on Porter, but I'm never sure on the boy dolls, and I always get them anyways, so we'll see. But definitely have to grab River and Kiyomi so that Vandala here has some ghost buddies. But I'm super happy to have Vandala in my collection. And also I should just mention as well, she'd also come with a brush, which is different from the usual Monster High brushes, a little bit stylized. And then she came with a diary, but as per usual, it's Canada, so it's like one page in multiple languages. But still, it's still nice to have because you do still learn a little bit of stuff about the character, and that's always fun. Yeah, so here's Vandala Dubloons, and as I said, you can check out down below, there'll be a link to a blog post where I'll have lots of photos of her, close-ups of all the details, because you really can't, I think photos are really like, you can really get a really good look at the details in those. And that'll be at christinaarticulates.blogspot.ca, and you can also find me on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook, and I'm Christina Articulates everywhere except Instagram if you want to follow me there. It is Catnip and Honey, and all those links are down below. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys all had a Merry Christmas. I know that I did. And let me know down below what you got for Christmas. What was your favorite thing? Bye, guys.